Hi, this is Anki. I've been making some tangled gems lately, which I got a huge response on from you guys, and I'm really thankful and really honored that you liked it so much. And some of you guys asked me to make a tutorial, so that's what I'm going to try to do right now.
So let's start. These are the gems I was talking about, and I thought I was going to show you how to draw the bottom one here, the yellow. So I put that aside to save some time. I've already drawn the outline. So bear with me with the filming here because I have to hold my my phone. This is the only camera I've got, so I try to stay focused on that one. Okay, I start with the white, and as you can see, I go pretty hard on this one. So I try to fill in as smooth and as even as possible, which can be a challenge, I think, with the Prismas because they're wax based and sometimes it smudges a bit. Right, so the best way is actually to go on a very light hand, have a very light hand and go over it several times and then make it harder pressure in the end. But okay, now I'm going to try to save some time, so I just push it down here. Okay, you see I color a quite big area with the white, and this is going to be blended in with the colors later. So I try to make this as dense as possible. Like that. Okay, see I've gathered all my colors here. The pencils that I think I'm going to use. Then I go over to a cream colored one and I just try to blend that in, so it's going to be a nice and smooth transition into the color part, the yellow part. And obviously now I'm going to try to do this rather quickly, like that. I don't know if you can see this as well on the video. I'm going to get some more light here. Like that. Okay, add more creamy color, blend it in. Like this. Okay. Then I'm going to change to a lighter yellow and start in the outline here of the cream color. And as you can see, I always go in circles when I'm coloring a larger piece. That's because I think it's easier to get it even. If I start doing straight lines, it's harder to get it even. And as I go out to the edges, my hand goes lighter, the pressure, I ease the pressure a bit to get a smooth transition. For this, I think I'm going to have some yellow in the corner as well. Like that. Okay, now I'm going to change to a darker yellow. And it really doesn't matter what kind. I don't care if or you don't have to be so I'm so sorry about my English. I'm Norwegian, so that's why I sometimes lack of words. This is called canary yellow. It doesn't matter if you have this exact same color or this exact color. It's just go from a light to a darker one, and you can always blend colors to get the shade that you need. I just the important thing here is to go from light to a darker shade of the same color. And as you will see, I'm even going to blend in orange and red as well. Okay, that's it. Okay, maybe a bit there. Now I'm going to switch to orange, and then I'm going to take the lightest one. Start in the edge here, and I work my way down to make a nice smooth transition into the yellow. And as you can see, it doesn't do very much, but this part is about the blending, and suddenly it's going to pop like that. Okay, along the edge here you see I use long strokes, and that's okay. And then I start to circle, maybe a bit down here. Like that. Okay, you see it's quite light in the middle here. It's actually more yellow here than it appears on the camera, but I could add some more yellow to make it look right for you guys. Okay, I don't know if that helped. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be okay. Okay, now I'm going to change to the darker orange, and I do the same thing. Start at the edge like this, and just blend it in smoothly. This is quite time consuming. I'm going to try to make this tutorial a bit shorter than it would be if I was going to do this my usual way. So I feel a bit sloppy right now because I'm just running over this, just to give you a hint of how I'm working. And now this is kind of brownish, so I'm going to see how this works. I don't know, it's still orange, but it looks brown to me right now. Yeah, that worked quite nice. I think I like that. Okay. So I assume you could use light brown here as well, it would work. But what I'm going to do right now is to add some red on top of this. And now I'm going to use the dark plum colored one, because that's the temperature on the middle gem on this drawing. I'm gonna go with this one here. I don't know what this is called. Crimson red, actually. So that's not plum then, but it's a dark one compared to the light yellow in this picture. And as you can see, I don't need much, and my hand is very light. I'm going just in small circles. Yeah, just to give a hint of the red and to make the contrast bigger, because the bigger the contrast is, do you say that contrast? I don't know. Okay, the difference between the dark and the light, that's what I'm talking about. The bigger the difference is, the more lifelike it looks, is my experience. So, okay, like that. Now I'm gonna add some grey. That might seem strange, but this is just for the depth. So if I put some grey, dark grey, this is actually my Polycromos. I love my Polycromos because they're they're not wax based, they are oil based, and you're able to erase them if you do something wrong. And they blend quite nicely with the Prismas as well. Actually, these blend with everything. I've tried Carandage, I've tried cheap ones, cheap pencils, and it blends quite nice. But it doesn't give the same waxy finish as the Prismas does, which I think is nice on these gems. And I'm even going to do a little dark shade right here on the edge of the lightest one. Light side, I mean, bright side. Like that, trying to be creative at the same time I'm speaking in a foreign tongue. It's I tell you, this is challenging. Okay, soon to be finished now. And now I'm going to go over this with a colorless blender. If you don't have a colorless blender, you could use a light color. You could use the white one. Or you could use, like I did with the cream colored one. You see that? It gives depth to it, okay? It gives the impression that it's round, okay? Now, here's my colorless blender. Bought it online. I don't remember the price, but it was... We don't have Prismacolors here in Norway, actually, so I think maybe one online store has them, but it costs a fortune. It's the double price, double the price of what I've seen abroad. Actually, now I did this in the wrong order, because now I started to blend in the dark area. I usually don't do that, because you see, it gets color on the tip. But I'm going to clean that on a piece of paper before I go over to the lighter areas. I always actually start in the lighter areas. I don't know why I didn't right now. I guess I'm talking. Okay, so I'm just going to clean the tip a bit, so I don't get the orange and the red into the white. So actually, I usually start here on the white area, try to smooth it out. Sorry about the filming. Trying to smooth this out. Like this. And this is, sometimes this could be a bit time consuming, and I'm going to do this really quick right now, but sometimes I use a lot of time on this part where I go over with the colors again and I blend it, and then I go over with some more color and then blend it, and to get the finish I want. Okay, this is all I've got time for right now. I've already used like 15 minutes. That's okay. And now I'm going to take this orange brownish I used earlier, because I really like that, and I'm going to make some cracks. I think that's important because it makes it look more real. I mean, like that, and just go with the flow here. Okay, and here is a kind of a center of the crack, you see. I'm going to blend in some darker color, maybe a bit red, just to make it more visible. And then I'm going to use the gray, if I can find it. Oh, here. Get some color and some depth. This gives the impression that the crack is deeper. Right here, and a couple of other places. And as you can see, I don't use a lot of pressure on the pencil right now because I want the color to build up like this, so don't get too much color on it at once. Let me see. Okay, that's quite nice. And now to the secret ingredients, the light shade. Let me see. I've just got I'm gonna get the ink flowing on this. This is my white pen. This is actually a Pilot pen, I think. Yep, it's a little upside down. Pilot. This is the best pen I've tried. I've tried several, and this one actually works quite nice. Okay, if I was going to do this with a darker shade than yellow, darker color than yellow, I would have left this space open. Okay, I would have made a circle around here where I was going to put the white, because it tends to bleed through. The background color tends to bleed through the white. As you can see here, the white turned pink, and I didn't like that. So I learned from that mistake, and on the rest I left it open and filled in the white after. So now I'm going to, since this is yellow, sorry about the sniffing, I've got a cold. Okay, since this is yellow, it's not going to bleed that much through, and I'm just going to add quite a broad stripe here. The more white you get, the more shiny it looks. Okay, like that, and a little bit here, and maybe I'm going to add a thin stripe on the side as well. I don't know why, but it always looks better if I do that. And some up here. Now I'm going to go down to the light area right here. And so see, this always makes a reflection, or this reflection always comes from a source of light, maybe a window or something. So I make it pointy with a sharp edge. Oh, the challenge with the Prismas is that the surface gets so waxy, so the pen won't roll. Like that. Got the ink flowing again. Okay, I get a pointy, oh my goodness, a pointy sharp edge right there, you see, and then I always round it off at the bottom and make it just disappear. Okay, and perhaps there's two windows. I'm just going with the flow here, just making it up as I go. This is really the challenge with the Prismas. They're so waxy and it's so difficult. So sometimes it helps if I make the pen go small circles, very light on the surface. Yep, there we go. I would have added more white, but You could also use acrylic paint and a really thin brush like this. That works perfectly, and it even covers the colors more and it doesn't bleed through, as the red background wouldn't bleed through as much. Okay, almost finished. Actually, I would have made this area a bit bigger, I think, but now the pen didn't want to work with me, so to make this not take as much time, I'm gonna end it here, but you're gonna see, you get the idea, get my point, I think. Please work, please work. Yeah, something happens there. Okay, you can see what I mean. These are my windows, my living room windows. That reflected on the surface on this one. Okay, as I told you, I would use more time blending the colors and go over with the blender. Now add more color, go over with the blender to make it even smoother. But as you can see, it's actually the white that makes them pop together with the dark on the edges here to make it look round and standing out from the sheet. These sheets are quite cheap, and as I told you, I bought them on my local craft shop. There's nothing to it. They're not expensive or anything. It's just regular sheets like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it there. Put the cap back on. So, hope you got what you wanted. This was my kind of tutorial on this one. This is how it looks. As I told you, I would go over and blend more and add more color, but then it gets even smoother on the surface. Okay, thank you, bye.